everybody in the virtual village hall. A slightly different session today for my Silver Swans. It is a dementia friendly Silver Swans ballet class, and it's going to be a chair based exercise class as well. So you do need a sturdy chair, ideally one without chair arms, but don't worry if that's all you have. And if you want to have some water as well nearby, then please feel free to take a drink whenever you need to, because obviously the weather is warming up a little bit. Just a little bit about me. I'm Johanna and I'm the Silver Swans ballet teacher in the virtual village hall. But like I said, today's session is all about it being a dementia friendly class, and it's going to be a seated session. Before we begin, just check that your space is clear of any obstacles. Make sure the dog's out of the way. And also just take the class according to how you feel today. So if you want to go a little bit easier, that's absolutely fine. We've got some lovely exercises prepared for today, all different ballet themes. And of course, you can always write in the comments whereabouts you're joining in from. I love to hear whereabouts you're joining in from for the virtual village hall classes. So let's get started. We'll begin with our warm-up. So we've got a few little exercises we can do today, but we need to get warm to begin. So let's get started. My chair was closer, it was further away than I thought it was going to be. So, sitting on your chair, just make sure you're in the middle of the chair, we're not leaning against the back. So if you can do, sitting up nice and tall in the middle. If you would rather rest your back, then that's absolutely fine. Just make sure that you're sitting up with a nice straight back. But if you can, in the middle of the chair, feet nice and flat on the floor. And we're just going to begin with a nice general warm-up, getting ourselves moving. We will start with our hands, getting some heat going in our hands, making them nice and warm. The backs of our hands, we'll use our face, all of our body will get it nice and warmed up in today's class. So let's get started. I will press play on my music. And we can begin. Off we go. So let's warm up our hands. That's it. So I'm just going to turn on my music a little bit. That's it. Keep that heat going in your hand. Let's do the backs of our hands as well. Okay, let's warm up our face a little bit. So a little bit of a massage on our face. Nice and warmed up in your jaw. Get a lot of tension in your jaw, so just keep it nice and relaxed. And let's do our head as well, like we're putting in shampoo. Warming it up. Good. Okay, let's start on our arm now. So let's give it a nice big scrub all the way up and down into your shoulder. And let's give it a squidge now. So a nice big squidge. And we're going to, let's do some taps. We've got our taps. And let's brush it away. And brush it away. Let's go with the other arm. Let's get it nice and warm. And a little squidge all the way down your arm. And we're going to tap. Let's give it a brush. And a brush. Can you notice your arms are feeling a little bit buzzy now, a little bit tingly? That's good, it means they're warmed up. Let's do our legs now. So, giving your legs a nice rub round the back of your thigh, over the top, down the calf, front and back. If you've got a carer with you as well, they can always help you with this warm-up. And a little squidge. And some taps. And we'll brush it out. Let's go on the other side. I think my music's going to run out. There we go. Right. Let's just finish off now with some little taps. And some squidges. Squidge, squidge. And then we'll finish off with a big brush. And we'll do another big brush. And hopefully now we're feeling nice and warm. So, well, let's get started with our main exercises now. I'm going to tip my camera up a little bit higher so that you can see My arms nice and clear. Here we go. So, we're going to start off with our first exercise that we always begin with a ballet class. And that first exercise is called a plie. Plie meaning to bend. And so we're learning a little bit of French in our ballet classes. Now, when we take a plie in a ballet class, we're actually normally bending our legs. But as this is a chair-based session, we're just going to use the idea of it being that we're bending, and we're going to bend our body instead. So we're still taking a plie, but just with a different part of the body. So we'll rest our hands on our legs, and it's a beautiful piece of music, which I'm sure you know. O mio bambino caro, most beautiful piece of music. So we're going to ripple down I want to imagine that your spine is like an ice cream on a hot day, that it's melting down. And then we're going to sit all the way back up again. And then we're going to ripple down, all the way down. And then you're going to ripple all the way back up again. Okay? And then whenever we do a plie exercise, we always, a lot of the time, we include what's called a port de bras as well. And this is us moving our arms in different ways in a ballet class. If you've done ballet before, these are all steps, these all take the form of a ballet class. We always start off with our bar work, and then it transitions through our plies. And like I said, we use these port de bras as well. So we're now going to start using our shoulders. So we can lift our shoulders up, and we can lower them down, and we can lift them up and lower them back down, okay? And then we can take some big circles, really getting them nice and warmed up. Good, okay? So we've got our spine moving for our plies. So we're rippling through, and these are really nice and slow. You can just release your head and your upper back. And then we use our shoulders. So we're going through different parts of our body, and you can follow along with me for this. Then we're going to go into all of some different stretches using our arm. Like one called a sideways port de bras, and a little bit of a fancy arm movement as well, where we're taking our arms in and out just like wings of a bird. Okay, so let's have a go with music. It's nice and easy to follow along with this music. It's lovely and slow. Like I say, it's to the beautiful O mio bambino caro. So let's have a go. And so let's ripple down through our spine like an ice cream that's melting. Now let's sit back up again nice and tall. Nice long necks. Good. And same again, rippling down. And sitting up tall. Now let's use our shoulders. We're going to lift them up and bring them down, and lifting them up, and let them just relax. Get rid of all that tension. Let's take some big shoulder rolls now, big and slow, and another shoulder roll. Okay, now let's get our arms moving. So if you bring your thumb to your shoulder, now reaching it up as tall as we can, like we're trying to touch the ceiling, and we're going to take a little bend to the side and up. Let's go to the other side. Thumb to your shoulder, reaching up to the ceiling, and little reach over. We call that a cambray in ballet. Okay, now let's make a nice round shape with our arms in front, and let's open them out, and we'll bring them back into that round shape again, and opening them out. Let's combine that with our plie. So let's release our head. It's like a bird beating its wings, opening out and beating its wings and opening out, and let's finish off there. Good. Oh, I hope you enjoyed that. It's so lovely teaching These beautiful exercises in a chair-based session. So, a lot of ballets have a really strong story element to them. Now, one ballet in particular is Coppelia. It's a beautiful ballet, it's a lot of fun, it's a very funny storyline, and it has a lot of mime in it. The lead character is called Swanilda, and it's a love story, but she gets very jealous over a doll that is living in a balcony. It's a full-size doll, and she thinks that it's a real human. But her fiancé also quite likes the look of this doll as well, which makes Swanilda very jealous. It's okay though, it's all sorted in the end. Everything is absolutely fine by the end of the story, and everybody realises their mistake. But we're going to do a little bit of mime now from Swanilda. And when she's doing this mime, it really tells a story. We have some wonderful acting in ballet, and it takes on its own language. So, let's have a go at some mime. So we can say, a beautiful lady. So we take a little circle round our face. We can say a handsome man. We can have a crown. Sometimes it's with 2 hands, sometimes it's with 1 hand. We can have a baby, and we can also have marriage. So all of these mimes, they all mean something in ballet. So we're going to take now Swanilda's mime, and we're going to have a little bit of fun with it. So we start off, it's a beautiful day and the sun is shining. So we're looking out. It's a beautiful day, a nice big circle of that hand. And we've just seen the doll that's sitting in the corner. So she's up in the balcony, so we're going to point up to her. And this doll is reading a book. So if you put your hands together like you're reading a book, and we can pretend that we're reading a book, because we're telling the audience she is reading a book. Now, we're going to see if we can ask her to come down, because this is where the hilarity of this ballet is that everybody's trying to get the attention of this person, and she's a doll. So we're going to try and wave at her, a nice big wave, and we're going to ask her to come down. But she's having none of it, which really upsets Swanilda. So we're going to put our hands on our hips in a very grumpy expression. And we're going to shake our heads. And we will shake our fist up at Swanilda because, it's Coppelia, because Swanilda isn't very happy that this person is ignoring us. And we're not very happy about it. Okay, so let's have a go. We've got all this great mime in here. I'll dance it along with you, and we can explore this character of Swanilda. So let's have a go with music. Okay, here we go. Oh, I haven't pressed play. Here we go, now we have. And it's a beautiful day. And it's a beautiful day. Up there, she's reading a book, so let's tell the audience that she's reading. I think we ask her down. Let's wave to her. Let's say hello. And we're going to ask her, do you want to come down? Oh, we're not very happy. Let's be grumpy. And shaking your head, and let's shake our fists. Oh, we're grumpy. Well done, everybody. Shall we try that one more time? It's a lot of fun doing that one, isn't it? Let's have another go at that one. For our wonderful little mime from Coppelia, Swanilda's mime. So it's a beautiful day. And it's a beautiful day. Up there, she's reading her book, so let's tell the audience that she's reading. wave to her. Let's try and get her attention. Big wave. And let's ask her to come down. Oh, she's ignored us. How rude. We're not very happy. Let's shake our heads. And we're shaking our fist. Excellent, everybody. Well done. So, we've done an exercise for our back and our arms. That was our port de bras and our plie. We've just done a little mime sequence. I think it's time we get our legs moving now. So I'm going to lower down my camera so that you can see my legs nice and clearly. You can stay exactly whereabouts you are, but I will move my camera so that it's nice and easy to follow along with and nice and clear for everybody. So I'm just going to lower down. Let me just move my, move this out of the way. Here we go. Let me lower this down here. And now, hopefully, you'll be able to see my feet nice and clearly. So, here we go. So your feet are nice and flat on the floor. I'll just move my notes out of the way. There we go. So feet are nice and flat on the floor. And we're going to start off. You can put your hands on the side of the chair if you want to. Or you can rest them on your legs, wherever's nice and comfortable for you. Again, we're still in the middle of the chair. So you're going to stretch your foot forward until it points. And then we're going to slide it back in again. Let me move back a bit. Here we go. Then we're going to stretch it forward and back in again. Now I turn to face this side. My foot, it slides until it grows and it stretches. Then we slide it and we close. Okay, so we call this in ballet a battement tendu. Very fancy name, isn't it? Okay, so we'll take some battement tendus. Then we're going to take a battement, a little lift of our leg. We'll call this a grand battement, so it's going to swish into the air. We're going to flex our foot and point our foot and close. It extends up and we're using our feet and close. Okay, so we're going through different parts of our feet. Now let's really get our ankles going. So I'll just turn to face the side a little bit so you can see what I'm doing now. You can still face the front. And we're going to keep our toes on the floor and lift our heels. Lifting your heels. That's it. So your heels lift up as high as you can. Your toes are still on the floor. Getting our toes and ankles working. And then we'll finish off with both together. Heels lift and heels lower. Heels lift and heels lower. Good, so we're really getting all the different parts of our feet moving in this exercise. Follow along with me and we can get our feet nice and strong in this exercise. Let me just set the volume of this tune. Don't want it to be too loud for you. Don't want it to be too loud for me either. Okay, good, let's go with some music now. And we're going to stretch our foot forwards and close. Stretch it forwards and close. Stretch it and close. Stretch it out. Okay, now let's lift it into the air. Flex your foot, point your foot and close. Push that foot away and heel. Pointing. Okay, now let's have a go. Lift up your heel of one foot and down. The other foot and down. Same again. Keep swapping your feet. We're really getting this mobility going in your ankles. Good, everyone. And let's go both together. And lowering down. Both together and down. One more. And down, and we'll finish off there. Okay, well done everybody. So that's our feet and our legs nicely warmed up and we've really got them going there. We'll just pick up my camera here. Now, here we go. You can see me again now. I've reappeared. But you can still keep staying nice and still in the middle on your chair. Have a little drink if you want one, because let me just explain to you, our next exercise we're going to be doing is based around the beautiful Swan Lake. the most iconic ballet for any ballet dancer is Swan Lake. I will just play the music just while you're having your little drink, having that little rest, and I'll play the music. You'll know this. It's a beautiful piece of music. As soon as it's Swan Lake. Beautiful haunting melody of Swan Lake as the dancer Odette is trapped as she's had a curse put on her by the evil Rothbart, who's turned her into a swan. And then when Prince Siegfried comes along, he breaks the curse. It's very dramatic. Okay, so we're going to have the beautiful swan wings now. So you can just relax your hands on your legs. I'll just tip my camera down a little bit. There we go. I haven't set it up quite back where it was before. So we're going to imagine we've got a beautiful swan wing. It's going to reach all the way up and it's going to come down in front. And then the other hand is going to reach all the way up and it's going to come down in front. And in the ballet of Swan Lake, we have wrist crossed position a lot. Okay, so one hand lifts and down, and then lifting up your other wing, reaching up a big swan wing, wrists crossed. Then we'll go again. Big swan wing and down, and swan wing and down. Now we're going to do what we call testing our wings. So we're reaching out and we can do a little reach and push with that hand. So we're seeing, have we got beautiful soft wings? Because ballet dancers spend so long working on our arms when we're really perfecting all these arms in Swan Lake. Another reach out. And at the very end, we're all going to fly. So your hands are going to reach up, all the way up, 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 up. And then we can hold our beautiful swan wings as we all fly off into the distance. Okay, so let's take now our Swan Lake port de bras. There's that word again, port de bras, where we're using our arms. So enjoy dancing to this magical, enchanting music with these beautiful arm positions. Let's go. Okay, and one hand lifting your wing up and down, and the other hand, the wing reaches up and down. Let's go again. One hand reaching up that wing, beautiful big white wings, and lifting and lowering. Okay, let's reach out. One, and we'll give it a push, and let's go the other way, testing your wings, and same again, testing your wings. One more time, and in. Okay, taking your arms all the way up. Oh, the music stopped. Oh dear, right at the end of our exercise. Well, you know what that means, we're just going to have to go again. I'm so sorry, everybody. Here we go, let me set it. There we go, right. We should have had this big ending where we take our arms all the way up. So let's have another go now. We can't be stopped in the middle of our Swan Lake performance, can we? So let's have another try. So hands on your legs, because I'm sure you were doing it beautifully. Technology, right. Let's go. One wing reaching up and down. And the other wing reaching up and wrists crossed. Okay, let's go. Same again. Reaching up and wrists crossed. One more time. Reaching up and wrists crossed. Okay, now let's test our wings. Are they beautiful and soft? Reaching out. Let's go with the other wing. I'm reaching out and in. One more time. And in. One last one. And get ready. Let's fly. Okay, wonderful. There we go. We've completed our performance of Swan Lake now. So let's finish it off now with our cool down. So nice and easy to follow along with for our cool down. So I will just start off the music. Okay, so I just want you to feel nice and relaxed, hands on your legs, and just feeling the weight of your body going through the chair, through your feet, and think about relaxing the different parts of your body. So let's relax our forehead where we hold a lot of tension, and just relaxing all your muscles in your face, and relaxing your neck. Shoulders are relaxed, and your legs and your arms and your feet are relaxed. And we've got some nice slow breathing. Breathing in and breathing out. Okay, now let's just take a little gentle stretch with our neck to the side. And into the middle. Let's take our neck to the other side. Okay, now let's bring our thumb to our shoulder. And reaching up to the sky. And let's go over. Little stretch. Feel it stretching and back up. Thumb to your shoulder. And reaching up. And over you go. And I think we could practice our arms again. So let's make that nice round shape. Arms first. And opening out. Now let's use our head like our wings are beating. Our wings are beating. Beating our wings. And just bringing your hands down back onto your legs. Okay, well done everybody, and thank you so much for joining me for today's session for this chair-based Silver Swans ballet class. I really hope you've enjoyed it. We've explored lots of different elements of ballet in today's class. We did some fantastic mime to Coppelia, and of course our beautiful Swan Lake arms as well. So thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you enjoy the rest of this very special week in the virtual village hall. Thank you everybody.